You are watching Community Inspired, KGCT 8.
Today, KGCT 8's Tom Fontaine spent some time with an amazing mural artist painting a beautiful mural in League City. Tom, we are anxious to hear from the artist and see her beautiful work.
If you have active kids in League City, chances are you've been to Hometown Heroes Park and you've seen the big murals out front. Well, they're getting a new mural out back and it's huge. We're going to talk with Rebecca Steele and find out exactly what goes into making this huge mural art at Hometown Heroes Park. Rebecca, how did you find out about this and how did you bid on it?
I feel really lucky to have gotten connected with League City when I moved here a year and a half ago, and I found out that they are really big supporters of public art. So I asked to meet with the communications group that does public art projects, and I first started out by doing one of their traffic boxes. That went well, and so then we started talking about me doing a bigger project, and they invited me to come check this wall out.
So it was 30 feet?
So this is 30 feet wide, 30 feet tall and 40 feet wide, so it's about 1,200 square feet.
Wow. And how long is that going to take you to do?
Overall, it's going to take me a couple months to get the whole thing done. So I'm not able to work super long hours because of the sun, so I'm pacing myself by working morning until it starts to get really hot in the afternoon.
Now, you've already been on it for a couple of months, but it didn't start off easy. You had to start painting the whole wall. It comes in stages, right?
Yes. So the very first thing I have to do is come and do a little wall repair, scrape off any flaking paint, and make sure everything is very, very safe and secure, so it's going to be long lasting. I like to start with a solid white wall, so I painted the whole thing white, and then I start bringing the design. I create the design digitally and got it approved by the city. I do the design transfer, I do the shadows first, and then I add in a complementary color underpainting, which I then layer on top of that translucent and impressionist brushstrokes. So I let my brushstrokes be big, and I allow them to continue to be visible, and I build up the layers. And so everything started out really crazy colors. People liked it a lot when it was sort of black and white, and then there was definitely some concern from some of the people here about the crazy orange that was going on. But now, as we're getting more and more of the final layers built up, you can see that little bit of underpainting poking through, and I just really love the effect. It's a kind of a trick for your eye, and I really enjoy it. I
got to tell you, that black and white to me looked fantastic. I mean, you had to paint all the outlines, and you painted it by hand, the shadows and everything. And when people were saying it looked so good, were you thinking, oh man, just wait till you see the finished product?
I absolutely was. I knew we were going to go through a period where they were a little unsure, but I had confidence that by the time everything was done, people were going to love it even more.
So how many different colors do you use for this wall?
So I have a basic color palette that I use. I really love Nova Color paint. It's a mural paint. I have a basic color palette that I use that's about 10 colors, but this time I bumped it up. I got some of the intermediary colors, which is maybe 15 or so, but I actually like to mix my own shades, and so all of those shades I mix dozens and dozens and hundreds of intermediary shades. So I start out with about 15 colors, and then I end up with hundreds of different shades.
Kind of like they tell two friends, and they tell two friends, and they tell two friends.
Yeah.
So if you see a color on this mural, you probably can't get it straight like that color. It might be a seaweed green, but it's also mixed with some orange and purple and blue, right?
Exactly. So I love to mix in a dark red and a dark navy to give it a little like shadow, and I mix in a lot of yellows and reds and pinks and all the colors.
So how long have you been doing this? Well, what got you into painting in the first place?
I've always loved creating art since I was a little bitty, and I was always drawn to painting. Something about the brushstrokes I find really peaceful, and building something up quickly. Drawing seems a little too slow for me, but painting always feels really peaceful and enjoyable. And so I started painting murals in high school, and then I went to the University of Texas, really wanted to keep taking painting classes, so I started studying art, and then I just kept going. So I've just kept looking for walls to paint, and painting murals is a great way to share my art with the world and also have a career as an artist where I can help support my family.
So were you the kid when your parents came home one day, their living room wall was all of a sudden a forest scene?
So I definitely got a paint on a lot of things. I did get permission for that first mural, but I definitely have, and still do, manage to spill paint everywhere. This shirt was white when I started today. I tried to wear a white shirt for the interview, but I just kind of spill paint on everything everywhere I go.
My white shirts look like that after I eat a hot dog. You got an excuse for painting at least.
Yes.
So what was your first mural?
My very first mural was on my own bedroom wall when I was in high school. So I convinced my mom to let me paint one, and it was actually an underwater scene of me swimming with dolphins and a sea turtle. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Who knew you'd be doing a big underwater scene, right?
Well, living near the water, we thought it was a great idea to incorporate a water scene, especially right here by the pool. We wanted something that would be inviting and friendly and uplifting, really playful, and of course, I wanted to bring that big, bold color palette that I love. So we got the sunset at the top, we got mermaids, and also I included a pirate ship and shark and octopus for a little extra adventure for everybody.
So how long will it be until you're completely finished?
So it's been about a month so far, and I've got maybe a little over a month, and I've got 2 or 3 more weeks left.
So what's your next project after this? Do you have something lined up already?
Next I'm going to be painting another electric box for League City. I did one that has sunflowers and a monarch butterfly that's at West Walker and Victory Lakes. And coming up, I'm going to be doing an electric box that is jellyfish on a starry night sky, and it's on 518 and Bay Area Boulevard.
Oh, outstanding. So if somebody wants to get in touch with you or follow you, how do they get in touch with you?
All of my things are under Rebecca Steele Studio. My Facebook, website, and Instagram are all that. So I'm always looking for more walls to beautify and ways to share color and beauty with the neighborhood.
Well, when you're driving around League City and you see these murals, you see traffic boxes painted, chances are it's Becky here doing the work. So as you can see, these things don't just pop up overnight. There's a whole lot of work, a whole lot of planning, and a whole lot of talent. You got to be able to paint, and you got to be creative to come up with these ideas. So the next time you're driving around League City and you see artwork on a public building, just might be Rebecca Steele work. But I guarantee you this, the next time you come to Hometown Heroes Park and you see that big mural at the swimming pool, that is Rebecca Steele work. Reporting from League City, Tom Fontaine, KGCT 8 News.
Thank you for watching community-inspired KGCT 8 News.
KGCT 8.